Welcome to episode number 11 of Spruce Game Hunting. I've got a little bit of footage for you guys to check out, and then make sure you stay to the end to check out the recap of what I've picked up. Thanks. See ya. Just picked up. What do you got on like the Xbox games?
Which ones?
Dead or Alive 3, Shimu 2.
This one is a. I forgot. But this one is an expensive one. This one, for some reason, it's a Chinese game. Big dough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like $25 anyway.
All right. Okay.
But put some together. I'll help you. I'm not in the building. Which one? PlayStation 2s or $40. Comes with a wire. Yeah, comes with AD. I have two of those.
What is going on, everyone? I just want. I can't talk. I hate that I can't talk when I start these things. Anyway, I just stopped off at Savers and Goodwill after work, pretty much like I do every day. I go to Goodwill like maybe once or twice a week at this point because Fixing the camera. What's going on, everyone? I just got out of work, and I stopped off at Savers and Goodwill, pretty much like I do every day. I stop at Goodwill like maybe every other day, maybe once a week, because they never have anything. And when they do have stuff, it's either crap video games or it's way overpriced systems. But today was a different story. I went to Savers. They didn't have much. They had somebody dropped off a bunch of comic books recently, so I got a bunch of comics yesterday and 2 today for 29 cents a piece. So I got about 38 comic books for like $8, and it was newer stuff. There was some older stuff mixed in. Nothing crazy, but my wife likes to read comics, and I do once in a while too, so I figured for 29 cents I can't go wrong. But the things I picked up today, I went to Goodwill, and as usual they had a bunch of crap games, and they actually had some good Blu-rays in. So I picked up 2 Blu-rays. I picked up Hellboy, the Golden Army, and I picked up Kick-Ass. They both had everything with them, including the digital codes. No idea if they work or not. If they do, just take it as a bonus. Otherwise, I just got 2 Blu-rays for like $7. And then, as I'm checking out, behind the counter, they had an original Xbox sitting on the counter. No wires, no controllers, no anything, for $4.99. So I picked that up. I figured I'd take a chance on it. I have a couple friends looking for one. I do have some wires at home, and I can also test it on the one I have. But I figured for $5, if it doesn't work or the draw doesn't open or something, I should be able to get $10 for it in parts. So it's not really a big deal. And also, while I was checking out behind the counter, they had a bunch of stuff. This was actually under a pack of underwear. They had a bag with a Gameboy Advanced in it and a whole bunch of guides, and there's like 6 games in there. There's actually a I don't even know, there's a Game Genie in there as well. So for $10, that was a good snag, I feel, because usually there's stuff like that they price for way too much. But for $10, I don't even really know what's in there yet. I haven't opened it. The system is the purpley blue Target one. I don't know if you can see that. I'll show it all better in the pickups video. So stay tuned at the end, and you'll be able to see what actually came in the bag and find out if the Xbox works or not. All right, I'll see you guys later. Welcome back. I hope you guys all liked the video. I know it wasn't as big or as much as last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever the last video went up. Obviously, with this summer coming to an end, a lot of things are starting to slow down and stop, like yard sales, the flea markets, and it didn't help that the last 2 weekends, yeah, the last 2 Sundays it rained here in Mass. So the flea markets I have the ability to go to were rained out. I did go to one and got some footage, which you guys saw. It was rainy that day. There wasn't really anything outside. The inside guys are kind of meh, for the sheer fact that a lot of them have set pricing because they have booths they have to constantly pay for, which I understand. A lot of people still have great prices, and there's still many things to be found. So let's get started with the pickups. I'll start with the newer stuff as usual and go to the older stuff. Not a real lot of stuff this time, but it is what it is. First off, I picked up a couple things for my PSP that I do like to play. I've had a lot of fun with it so far. And I picked up 3 for $10. No, 4 for $10. Yeah, I think it was 4 for $10. At this guy's booth. I got 3 PSP games and 1 PS3 game. The PSP games, this one's actually a movie. If you can see it, is The Goonies. I love that movie. If you don't love that movie, then I don't know what to tell you. It's a great movie. Next one was Dynasty Warriors. I played that a little bit. It's okay. This one I want to play because it's like a horror game. Infected. It's got zombies in it. I got to figure out how to play it because I started playing it and didn't know what to do. I picked up this one later on from another guy who actually has a booth there. Nice guy. He also has a YouTube channel that you should check out. He does pickups. I'll put a link below for his stuff. He sold me this, Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I played this on the PS2, I believe. I don't think I had it on the PS3. Or a version of this on the PS2. This is pretty much the same exact port. It has everything, has the book. Well, it doesn't have the book. I lied. But the game is great. It's actually, I believe, upstairs in my PSP right now. I got that off of him, I believe, for $2. What I do have upstairs that I forgot is I finally picked up... Actually, pause, I'll show it to you one second. And I'm back, just like that. I picked this up from him as well. I think I got both of them for $5, something like that. The Perfect Shot handgun for the Wii. I've been wanting one of these for a while, because I've been looking to pick up House of the Dead on the Wii, which is always a big arcade shooter that I like to play whenever I went to like Dave & Buster's, which I haven't been to in a very long time. And then after that... Sorry. I picked up another game for the PSP. I don't know if I've mentioned it here before. I'm sure I have. One of my favorite all-time game series is Silent Hill. As showing right now is Silent Hill Homecoming. Not the best one in the series, but it was still fun and addictive to me because I like all games Silent Hill. I picked up Silent Hill Origins on the PSP. This one is complete. I got it for like $5 or $6 on eBay. I did want to pick it up, and so far I've been playing it, and it's fun. I have it on the PS2, but I've never played it because I got rid of my PS2 before I had a chance to play it, and just haven't sat down and played it. Let's see. I picked up this game as part of the 4 for 10. I got to clean up the case. I just haven't had a chance to. Is Darkness on the PS3. I don't know a lot about it. It looks like a shooter horror-esque type game. If you guys know anything about this, if you played it or anything, definitely let me know if it's any good, or if it's just something that probably looked pretty on my shelf. It had cool cover art. That was another reason to pick it up for $2.50. You can't go wrong. A couple of things. I picked up... I got this PS2 game. I got this one. And 2 GameCube games, which I'll show you in a minute, for $5. This is the only one that had a case. I reprinted the cover art because the case cover art, which is underneath this, was jacked. It looks like somebody chewed on it. Godzilla. Save the Earth. Disc only. It does play. It's got some surface wear. Nothing too bad. But I've been picking up any Godzilla stuff because, one, I like Godzilla. My wife likes Godzilla. And it always seems to sell well if I need to resell it for any reason. This game here I picked up for $11. It goes on eBay for about $15 to $20 on a good day. I picked it up off the girl. She had it marked for $15. She had 30% off, and which should have been like $10.50, but whatever. I paid $11 for it. I swapped out the case. The case was crap. But this is one of my first Dreamcast games. Actually, that's not a sports game that I picked up. It is Carrier. I read some good stuff about it being a decent horror game on the Dreamcast. And I like horror games, so I'm going to try to collect as much as I can for horror. These next 2 games, one of them unfortunately does not work. I got to get it resurfaced, and hopefully it'll work because it's like a $25 game. Which is Mega Man Anniversary Collection. This was disc only. I reprinted the box art. Looks really nice, doesn't it? For reprinted art. This is disc only. This one didn't read, which I thought it might not, but I took a chance on it for basically under $2, so I couldn't go wrong. This one I found as well, and I was really surprised to find this game sitting there. Again, this is reprinted box art. It is Zelda the Collector's Edition, the promotional disc, not for sale. I believe it came with one of the GameCubes, and that's why it's not for sale. The disc is jacked, and I mean, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it does play, surprisingly enough, but I would like to get this resurfaced. I'm actually currently shopping for resurfacers via Amazon. Yeah, that's the site. this next little lot, I'll save that part for last. I showed you guys probably right before this video. You saw I picked up a couple games off this kid from Let Go. It's funny. I got home looking for video game stuff, and this stuff is still listed under 3 different names, not including the one that I picked it up off of. And it's let's see, Sega Genesis Aladdin. This is Kung Fu Heroes on the NES. I've cleaned all these up really good, by the way. They smelled like grape. I don't know if it was grape vape or what, but the kids were doing something. And Pro Wrestling 5-pin Black Label. This cleaned up pretty well. Everything does work. I popped them in, tested them out. They all work. I had to clean my Sega after that because it froze like halfway through the first level of Aladdin. So I'm thinking my Sega's just a little messed up. And the last score that I have, I showed in a quick video, but didn't really go through it, obviously, because I was driving. I know, I'm bad. I shouldn't drive in game. I got this stuff, and I just realized part of it is missing from my hand stuff. I don't know where I put it. There. Hang on. Oh, I know where it is. Or don't I? Oh, I do. Ha-ha! Alright, sorry. A lot of dead air. I picked up that bag of... I will show you this first. The Game Boy Advanced. It is the Target Purple Edition. And... I don't know. Glare. There it goes. Turns on great. Plays great. This thing is clean. Super clean. Like, no scratches on the screen at all. I don't know if I'm going to hang on to this or not. For now, it's going to sit with my other one sitting up there. I'll probably end up selling at least one of them. Not the original Game Boy, because that is my wife's from when she was a kid and nostalgic use and all that. So, aside from that, came with 4 games, 4 empty cases, a stack of booklets, and a Game Genie. The Game Genie, I don't know much about this one. This one, I don't think, unfortunately, goes for much money, like $5 to $10 on a good day. It also came with, what is this? The 4-player Game Boy adapter. I have zero need for this, so if anybody's looking for this, let me know. I'll give it to you nice and cheap, or trade it for something that I do want. Real quick, I'll blow through these guides. Aladdin on Game Boy. Most of these games obviously weren't with the lot, so most of this stuff will be for trade. Unless there's ones here like for the Game Boy system itself, that's going to stay in my collection and stay with the system. The 4-player adapter, so that'll go with the adapter. Jurassic Park. Donkey Kong. And a lot of these manuals in really nice condition, by the way. Speedy Gonzales. This one's going to stay with me. The Game Boy original instruction booklet. Kirby's Dream Land 2. Toy Story. That one, I believe, was in the pile, so that one stays. Super Mario Land. I might hang on to that, because I wouldn't mind picking up that game. Top Gear Rocket. Tetris. Who doesn't have a copy of Tetris if you have a Game Boy? Tamagotchi. The Game Boy Color Guide, so that'll go with my Game Boy Color. Galaga Galaxian? That's for the Game Boy Arcade. Kirby's Dream Land. I don't know, was that a duplicate? Maybe. The Super Game Boy Donkey Kong. Yoshi. And this one I was really hoping was there because it was on the front of the bag, was Mega Man 3. It was not, but not a bad booklet to have. And the booklet for the Game Genie, as well as the little booklet, the little game guide, tells all the secrets for the Game Genie. So those were the booklets, and the bitter end of this video. I should have opened these ahead of time. The 4 games were Star Trek: The Next Generation. These all work. I did all test them. Like I said, Toy Story. Oh, this guide is there. I just realized it. I thought it was Tamagotchi 2 for some reason. But Tamagotchi. This game, Tamagotchi sells for like $10. I was surprised at that. So, I mean, in the last game, I have no real want for this game, but it's like a $15 to $20 game. It's Final Fantasy Adventure, which I know a lot of big Final Fantasy fans out there. I've just never really cared for it, to tell you the truth. I told a buddy of mine about it, and he was kind of interested in it because he's got a Game Boy Advance that could play it. But aside from that, I didn't spend a real lot of money here. I spent $8 on the two Nintendo games and the Genesis game. I spent $10 on the Game Boy Advanced. And I did pick up, it's sitting over there, I picked up another Xbox as well when I picked up the Game Boy Advanced. An original Xbox, got it for $5 because a buddy of mine's looking for one. No controllers, no wires. I came home and checked it out. It works great. Actually had a game in it. It was only Madden 06, but so I did get a Xbox as well, but that will be gone, whether it's to him or another friend. But that was a good deal, so I mean, I'm not going to flip it very much on them, but I do have some wires I'm going to add to it, so. But aside from that, I picked up, I only spent like, I'd say like $35 total, give or take, on everything I have here. Which, isn't a bad deal for what I have here, because most of it I can sell and make back with no issues. But a couple things I'm keeping, like, I'll probably end up keeping the Zelda. The Mega Man will be for trade or sale if I can get it to work, because I have the Mega Man collection on my PS4, which I play more than while I'm down here in the basement. I don't know what's going on upstairs, but something's scratching around. Probably my cat. But aside from that, this is a much shorter video because I'm only sitting at about 14 minutes, and usually my videos go about 20. So just real quick, today is October 11th, Tuesday. This coming Saturday, Sunday is retroworld Expo down in Connecticut. I'll put a link below. I'm going to it on Sunday, so if any of you guys are there and you see me there, make sure you say hi. I'll be with my wife, but she won't care. I'll be walking around checking things out. I want to check out the Game Chasers panel. I think it should be a good time. It's about a 2-hour drive for me, but you know what? It's just a day out and about, so it should be fun. Like as per usual, if you see anything here you want, leave a comment below, or hit me up on the Facebook page, which I'm going to try to switch around to be more oriented to this than what it was with the gaming. And just let me know. Haven't found much in the way of toys. Haven't really looked for much. Nothing's really caught my eye. No G.I. Joe stuff. No real Star Wars stuff. Anything like that. As I'm staring off into space. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you thumbs up the video, you like everything, you comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't just subscribed. It's always appreciated. And as always, guys, thanks a lot, and I'll see you next video.